In Chinese medicine, when you talk about where things come from, in terms of our vitality, we always come to the essence. The essence is the root, it's the material from which everything else comes from. The closest thing in Western medicine that you can relate this to is our genetics. It's our constitution, our hereditary, what we hereditarily get from our parents. So when we talk about essence, we break it down into two different types. We have prenatal essence and postnatal essence. The prenatal essence is before birth, before we come out of the womb. So where do you think the prenatal essence comes from? Any guesses? Mom and dad. Right? It's actually two things. So it's the state of vitality of both parents when conception happens, but then it's also how the mother takes care of herself and nourishes her child during pregnancy. For instance, if a mother were to drink a lot or do drugs or whatever, she's going to damage her own essence. Even if we put that aside, that's an easy one, right? Western medicine, you do drugs, your baby's going to have problems, right? But let's say they overexert themselves all the time. They do too much exercise, right? That can also damage the essence that gets passed on to the child because they're depleting themselves. Go ahead, Benson. Yeah.
What about grandparents?
How does that factor in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
percentage or what's your take on that?
It's the grandparents, the way Chinese medicine views it is the grandparents pass it on to the parents, and then the state of the parents is determined by the state of the grandparents, but then more directly, the child will get it directly from their parents, not from their grandparents. Yeah. There could be some old school Chinese thought that could be different from that, but not how it's taught modernly. So depending on how well the mother nourishes herself, diet, and on her lifestyle habits, that'll change the prenatal essence that a child has. The prenatal essence is set for an individual at the time of birth. It doesn't change, it can't grow. And what it'll do is over the course of life, it'll slowly go down and down and down. For some people to go faster, for some people to go slower, depending again on illness, lifestyle habits, for the most part.